Hey, Colabcoaching yet again to share some wise words of wisdom for the week. It is a brand new series. So excited to talk about this new series. The title of the series is the Single Series. I know people have been following me for a while. Always talk about intimate relationships, but I'm pretty sure there's a lot of single people out there. It's like, well, when are you gonna talk to me? When are you gonna talk to me about the situations that I go through as being single? Well, this series is for you. So get ready for this 4 week of experience and revelations into the new insight of basically singleness and the beauties and the struggles and all that good stuff. So without further ado, the question/thought I have for you today is, well, what does it mean to be single? What does it mean to be single, especially during this time frame, the COVID season, COVID pandemic, people who are blurring the lines of what singleness is. It gets confusing. It gets confusing because you don't want to step into something because of wants, and you don't want to step into something because you feel lonely. Especially with the COVID situation, you're quarantining a lot, and you're at home, and a lot of things are closed, and you're thinking to yourself, well, maybe I should go and talk to so and so. Maybe I can get some conversations in, a text messaging in, and maybe we could set something up because I'm tired of being at home by myself. I'm tired of not interacting with people. Now, when we go back to the whole concept of singleness, for me, I'm saying for myself, the definition of singleness means taking the time of solitude, taking the time of basically figuring out who you are as a person, learning about yourself, learning to love yourself, healing, growing, whatever it may be. Now, that gets blurry when it comes to people who are single, but they still doing things that are defined as being in a relationship. People who are in a relationship and claiming that they're single, people who are saying that they want to be single because they're tired of relationships, and the people who are single that are tired of being single. All of these things are all these different topics we could talk about singleness. So for me, I would say think about what single means to you. If you are that person right now, what is your goal? What exactly is your goal with being single? A lot of people just think like being single is like jail time. Like it's something that you have to go through until you meet the right person. I personally feel like being single means that you get to grow and learn about the person you want to be before you step into a relationship. It allows yourself to become healthy within yourself before you step into a relationship. And it allows you to realize your likes, your dislikes, the things that you will tolerate, things that you will not tolerate. And most importantly, learning to love yourself. Being single is the best time to figure out how to love yourself because you don't have a lot of things of distractions. Not to say a relationship is a distraction, but you have more time centered towards yourself if you use it wisely. A lot of people that are single would rather take the time to go seek out people, to go seek out the love that they're looking for, to go seek out that companionship, to go seek out the things that they feel like they're lacking. But I say being single, it gives you the opportunity to sit with yourself. Now I know sitting with yourself is not as healthy as you think it would be, depending on who you ask. Because me personally, I used to hate wanting to sit with myself and being by myself because I always have constant thoughts flying in my head about the past, about struggles that I'm dealing with, about the stressful situations that I have to deal with, and I didn't want to talk about that. So I would rather keep myself busy. And I know a lot of people in my life and people I've met, they rather keep themselves busy than be by themselves, or they rather have TV on to distract their mind, things like that. But I've learned over time that once you actually take the time to be with yourself, to meditate with yourself, to learn about yourself, to get past those struggles that you personally have within yourself, it becomes a good part. The good part comes. The good part comes when you come feel more whole within yourself. You feel healthy to step into a relationship. And once you have stepped in a relationship, that even if the relationship ends or it grows, you know who you are as a person regardless. So even if you're in a relationship with someone and you guys are, essentially focusing on making the relationship work, building that foundation, all that good stuff, you already know who you are because when you were single, you already worked on all of that. And that's the most important thing about singleness that I want people to realize is that this is a time for you to work. You know, when people think about singleness, it's like, oh, well, I'm just doing me, I'm just living my life, whatever. No, I think being single means that you have to put extra work in. Yeah, you put work in when you're in a relationship, but that's a different type of work. But I'm talking about like work within yourself, building yourself, motivating yourself, getting yourself going, because this is the time for your transformation to come. Yeah, you'll go through changes in a relationship, but while you're single, this is the time for you to learn everything, to have a metamorphosis with yourself. You're no longer that caterpillar. You now know the skill set to become that butterfly. This is the time for you to flourish the best time, the best way you can during this time frame, because the cycle is the most important with who you are as a person. Now, who you are in a relationship is different, but learning who you are as a person is crucial before you step in a relationship, because as I can attest to, and I'm pretty sure you can attest to that, you have been in relationships with people, or you have seen relationships of people where they were not healthy when they stepped into that relationship. They were not ready to be in that relationship and they forced it. Or they were they thought it was something else and it became the opposite. Like, as far as this, for example, you stepped in a relationship thinking that it was love, but it really was infatuation. You stepped into a relationship because you thought this person was your soulmate, but you just liked one or two qualities that they had, and the rest of the qualities were not great. But you focused on those one or two qualities. This is all the things you learn while you're single. While you're single, you're figuring out if you're dating, sure, dating is fine. Dating is fine during singleness because you're trying to figure out who that person will be. But as you're dating and you're having friendships and you're interacting with yourself, you're able to see, well, I don't like this about myself. What can I do to make this better? Or I've realized that my past relationship didn't end well because of A, B, C, D. So let's work on something that can help me prevent that from happening, whether the attraction to certain things or the behaviors that you have as a person. All these things are important in singleness. That's why being single is such a valuable cycle in your relationships throughout your life, because this is the time for you to transform, as I said, transform into the best person you can be. And then when you step into that relationship, you just raise it up a level. You become even better because you have a significant other that can help you and see things that you may not have noticed about yourself. So, the people that are single right now, the people that are looking at me right now and they're single, it's okay. It's okay to be single. I'm saying it's okay to be single. Being single is not a death sentence. Being single is not terrible. I know you're maybe tired of being single, or you feel alone. You feel no one really cares about you, but you care about you. And if you don't care about yourself right now, learn to care about yourself by getting help. Best way to do that, message me. I'm a collab coach. I focus on relationships. I'm a relationship coach that focuses on self love, but not only intimate relationships, but relationships with your friends, families, neighbors, coworkers, and the most important relationship of all, with yourself. So, if you're interested in coaching or want to know more about coaching, I'm doing a free 15-minute coaching session that you can just sign up for. Message me for more details. Also, this is March. So March, I'm going to do a special. I'm going to do a raffle for a free 50-minute session for anyone that's interested. No rules or requirements needed. Just message me when you win. Just apply for it. Well, more details will come. So follow me on Facebook, Collab Coaching. Follow me on Instagram, Collab Coaching. All my videos are on YouTube, Collab Coaching. Like and subscribe. Follow me on all my social medias. And share this with anyone that's struggling right now to find the value in being single and ready to appreciate everything that could come from being single. Be safe out there. Have a wonderful day.